Hello orchid friends and welcome to my channel Little Orchids. Let's look what I have in bloom right now, and we are starting downstairs in the living room where I have all my phalaenopsis, and I also have Paphiopedilum, and he is nice looking. I think it's a hybrid with a bit of Paphiopedilum colossum in, but I am not sure. I have looked it up, and the colors looks a bit like the colossum, but the colossum have different spots on the leaves, on the petals and sepals and things. And what are you doing? Are you curious? Hey? You are not a movie about you? Nay. That's Molly. And here we have a variegated phalaenopsis, and it have a nice flower spike with nice striped flowers. It's one that I have not transferred to a semi-hydro. I am on the way to transfer almost everything of them, so some are looking good and some are looking not that good yet. And here I have a little miniature flowers. It is not really white and it's not really yellow, but cream color, I will say. And I have been unlucky and get some water down near the sides, but I hope it will survive. Else I have a kike on the way there, so okay. And what do I else have up here? I have another old lady with not the white flowers, but they have such a pinkish color to it also. But I think she's 8 or 9 years old, that one. And then I have up here, I have my Leodoro in flower with two nice flowers, and it have a very sweet scent to it. So when I stand here next to it, I can smell it. It's very nice. And what do we more have? Then we have here, I am have transferred this one to waterculture, and it grows fine here. It soon needs some new water, I can see. And here I have the Phalaenopsis Minimark with nice spotted flowers. To begin with, it didn't have it nice, but it seems to come along now, so yeah. And here I have one that, like the one Unse said, that he had that changed color. This one didn't look like that when I got it, but now it does. It's okay flowers. It's not white, it's creamy, and those dark spots and a tint of pink on the tips of the sepals. Then I have one here daisy. And I have another one here. They are the same. Oh, shit happens. Many years ago, it's also an old one, it fell on the floor and it kind of broke into two. And then it made a keiki. And one of them is the keiki, but they are the same size now, but else they are identical. But a nice color and smaller ones. So that was actually what I have down here. Let's go up in the orchid room and see what I have up there. Be right back. And I am back. So let's start in here in the bedroom, where I have my Dendrobium nobile standing, and some of them are going over. That's why this is so dark yellow now. It's much lighter when it just opened up, but now it's really deep yellow. And it is doing what nobile does. It throw the leaves on the old cane. So I will later this spring repot it and cut away some of the old canes that is not in use anymore. And here I have the white, pinkish. Some of the flowers have pink tips on the sepals. It's an Apollon, and it is also starting to go over. It have flowered for a very long time. Yeah, and here I have an absolute beauty. I think, as I can remember, it's called Sunny Eye, but I am not completely sure. I will find the name and I will write it on the film when I make it. It is yeah, it's hard to say. It's very light yellow with a very dark inside the lip, and pink purple at the tip of the petals and setals. So it have not flowered like the two others with a lot of buds up the whole spike, but maybe on the next year it will on some of the new. I hope they will make new growth. So let's hope so. It have just started to open now. It's a little bit later than the two other, but again it have not flowered on the old canes. This cane was when I bought it and it didn't have other, so now it have 4 or 5 canes, but it have flowered on 2, 3. There comes also some there. So, but let's see. Next year maybe it get more flower. I hope it will make some more canes. So, yeah. And the ones I've got from Unse is starting to grow now. So I hope it will be pretty also next year. Let's hope so. Now let's go to the other room. And now we are up in the orchid room, and here we have an Dendrobium, a phyllum I think it is, and it have just started to open. It have not many flowers, but it have more than last year. So I hope next year I will give it a longer winter rest, so maybe it will flower a bit more. But yeah, It's just started to open. It's better than last year when it had only one. And in behind is my Logigesii, but it seems like it have not thought about flowering. I am not sure why. Maybe it need a longer winter rest. So, but it's starting to grow. It's not withered away. So at least that's a good point. So now let's go over here. And here we have a mixed dendrobium. It's Normanbiense and mixed with rhodostectum. It's almost not to say, but it have had some weird, I think, a kind of a fungus. I treat it with a fungicide. That's all I can do. The new growth that comes there seems clean for now. I lost my rhodostrectum to the same. It simply withered away. The growth came up and then it withered. I am not sure what was going on. But here you can see there are some spots on the leaves. It don't look like a virus to me. So I think it's a kind of fungus. All I can do is treat it. And then we was at an Orchid Society meeting, and I came home with a new addition, or what you call it in. I think it's a kind of a oncidium. Yeah, it is a kind of oncidium, but which one I will have to look it out. It's cute little flowers. And what do I have more? Then I have this one I got last year from an Orchid Society friend. It's one of the old canes it flowers on, but a nice flower. And I hope it will start to grow. When this one is over, then I hope it will get out some new canes for me. It's Dendrobium farmeri. And what do we have here? That is my the little Tulumnia variegata. It have a little purple tint to the flower. It's like it's it mix white and the pinkish together. And Unse, that is the one you got a piece of last you showed in your video. And down here I have my Brasidostele Gilded Tower Mystic Maze, and it flowers trustfully every year for me. I get such a flower spike. I had hoped I had got more, but I think I was a little late with the repotting because it had got 2 new growth, but one of them have not flowered. So, but she is a beauty, absolute, gorgeous. And then I have one here. That's the Wilsonara tiger tail, and it have also a nice flower spike. I was looking, you have had an attack of mealybugs that comes and goes, and yeah, I can all you can do is remove them and spray the plant, but the mealybugs is really not that easy to get rid of. And then here we have a Maxillaria variabilis. It could be better. I have heard that they actually like to stay a little bit moist all the time, so that I will try to do this summer. See if I can get a better growing, and yeah, maybe plant it in something else. It maybe don't like the cocos. Not all the plants like that. And what do we have here? We have a Charlotteny ovalis that is on the way over, but there will soon come new ones. It flower on and on all the time. And then here I have a yellow twinkle that is doing it okay after I repotted. I lost a lot of my twinkles to scale. They are a bit sensitive over for scale because I had them mounted, and yeah, they did not like that. And what do we have? Then I have this one is the one Orchid Saga also want a piece of. Next time I have to repot it, I will think of you, and then we can talk about giving you one of those. That's a Middletonia, but I have not got the name from it. But it is growing on after I repotted it, so it should be bigger. And then I told you we was at the Orchid Society meeting, and I had my Dendrobium senile with me, and every time we can vote on the plant that are there, what we like most, what is beautiful. And I came home with a prize as the plant of the month. So they voted for my plants, most of them. But there was a lot of beautiful flowers this time. There was, for example, there was a very big Charlotteny in a Charlotteny cristata in a hanging basket, and it was full with flowers. It was really beautiful. I voted on that one because I found it really beautiful. But I think it has something to do with the rarity of this one and the difficulty to grow it. So yeah, I came home with an award for the plant, and very happy for that. And before we close, I saw something in the window. I always forget something normally, but this time I remembered because they caught my eyes. I have here a yellow epidendrum radicans. Comes in a lot of different colors. And this one is the one I got from Inse. And I have another one here that soon needs to be repotted. Sometimes they just come with a lot of cakeys up, and then it's like the old plant die off, and you can actually just plant on the cakeys. That's what I do. And here we have a very dark red one. I don't know if I can hold it still. Yeah, there it was. A very dark, beautiful red one. I also have one that is more dark orange red, but it don't flower at this moment. So, but let's end the day and this film to look at my dendrobium, and then I say thank you for watching, and subscribe to my channel, give it a thumb up, that will help the channel to grow. And I would really much like you comment on my videos, because that give me a chance of answer your questions and so on. So thank you for watching, and I hope I see you again. Bye for now.